Professor Vlayoun will take us through.
Thank you very much, moderator. Dear judges, honorable judges, I think you should have been busy just collecting your thoughts and preparing when the Dean of the University of Pretoria, Professor Schoeman, was profusely thanking you, but I can just add to that, compliment that, and say I think your mere accepting our invitation, being here, adds so much stature and luster to this moot court competition, but the way you held court, I think really made it an even deeper and meaningful experience for us, for the students today. So thank you so much for being here and playing your role as judges. So Professor Schoeman made the thank yous, but I was requested to just add some three small footnotes, if I may. The first is just to acknowledge also the financial support of the Millennium Trust, which is a foundation based in South Africa, and specifically to thank the UNDP of South Sudan. Sayed brought to my attention that if it hadn't been for the UNDP, the University of Juba would not have been able to be present here. So they made a very specific contribution to support that. And then I was reminded to also just acknowledge the support of the European Union through what is called the Global Campus of Human Rights. As you may know, the University of Pretoria presents a master's program in human rights and democratization in Africa. That was, I think, also explained to you before. That program is part of 7 sister programs across the globe, which all try to create new generations of capacity on human rights and democratization in the various regions of the world. I think you may have also been alerted to the fact that you are welcome to apply if you completed your undergraduate studies, and that the final date of application is the 31st of July. So I put that little advertisement in there into this footnote as well. But thank you very much to our donors that made this possible. Primeiramente, este ano temos uma única equipa lusófona. Espero que você esteja aqui. Sim, sim. Aqui, você aqui, você aqui. Okay. So why I just added a few attempted words in Portuguese is to reinforce that this competition usually runs in 3 languages: English, French, and Portuguese. Unfortunately, this year we only had one team that made it here to join us, so it was a limited participation for that team. That team is the Instituto Superior de Ciencias e Tecnologia de Mozambique, otherwise known as ISTECAM. So we just acknowledge their presence here. And to say that we have not forgotten you, we will ask you to come forward, because we have a plaque here for the best memorials in the Portuguese-speaking rounds. Please come together and collect your plaque. I asked the Deputy Dean, Dr. Mazimpaka Pai, can you come to the front and please hand the prizes to these winners, please. Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Law, Pai. Thank you very much. And before you go, there's also, although you only had 2 competitors, we also have the prize for the best oralists in these rounds. They competed twice as ex parte, and that winner is Ms. Elisa Rocinho Gordo. Okay. So then the second award, as I mentioned, is the best oralist among these participants, and that is Ms. Gordo. So congratulations to the team from ISTECAM. So it is also our custom to announce the best teams in those 2 grueling rounds, these 2 grueling days. So we know that there were quarterfinals and semifinals, but we also calculate the best 10 teams, the best oralists for the preliminary rounds. Those are the 4 times that you appear, just to make clear what this is for. So in those rounds, we have the best French, since I speak English, I'll skip to the English. So in those rounds, we have the best oralists in the English rounds, And I will ask one of our members here to come and hand this over. I think Mr. Kisi, we will ask you to hand over the award. But before you come, I will just, so that people feel also recognized, I'll mention the 10 top oralists in the English preliminary rounds. Number 10, Hazel Chibenga from University of Lusaka. Maybe you can just wave, but there's no prize, sorry. Number 9, best oralist in the preliminary rounds English, Watson Tonderai Somerai from Midland State. Midland State, Zimbabwe. Number 8 was Michelle Chiwanga, also from Midland State, Zimbabwe. Then we have in number 7 position Solomon Omani Mensah from the University of Ghana. University of Ghana. In the 6th position was Michael Agu from Ebonyi State University, Nigeria. In 5th position, Hayden Anderson from the University of Cape Town. In the 4th position, Joan Jebuiwot Kiptui, that is from Kabarak University, Kiptui. In the 3rd position for the preliminary rounds, Levi Masinde Omuse from Kabarak University as well, Kenya. In the 2nd position for those rounds, Imelda Uloch Okingo from Nairobi University, University of Nairobi. And the best oralist, and there is an award, so you can come to the front and receive it from Mr. Kisi, is Michael Mburu Mungai from Kenya, from the University of Nairobi. Pour les équipes francophones, les meilleurs oralistes pendant les tours préliminaires, je vais présenter les meilleurs 5 plaidoirs oralistes. Aux 5e position pour les tours préliminaires en français, Bilingi Kaetenda de l'Université officielle de Bukavu, République démocratique du Congo. Vous êtes là? 4e position, oraliste francophone pendant les tours préliminaires, Idrissa Ouedraogo de l'Université Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. 3e position, Junior Alou Koua de l'Université Félix Houphouët-Boigny de Cocody, Côte d'Ivoire. Vous êtes là? 2e position, Tiakumbie Soma, aussi de l'Université de Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. Et dans la première position pour les oralistes en langue française, Carla Jasmine Amangoua de l'Université Félix Houphouët-Boigny de Cocody, Côte d'Ivoire. Vous pouvez vous présenter ici et je demande à Dr Karim Munda de présenter cette plaque, s'il vous plaît. Félicitations. Voilà, c'est la plaque. Then we also have awards for the best memorials. We know that a lot of energy and time went into the memorials. They sometimes don't count, as much. They count in the preliminary rounds, but after that they do not count. So for the English-speaking teams, we have the best memorials, and I'm going to announce 10 top teams again. In number 10 position was University of the Western Cape. Number 9, University of Rwanda. Number 9, University of Rwanda, the locals, the host. Number 8, the University of Nairobi. Number 7, the University of Kenyatta University in Kenya. Shared 6th position, we have Midland State University and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Ghana. 5, Hawassa University in Ethiopia. Number 4 for the Orlist Awards, for the Memorial Awards is the Uganda Christian University in Uganda, Uganda Christian University. And I think remarkably, a university that participated for the first time in the 3rd position for the memorials, Islamic University in Uganda, the females campus, female campus. The runners-up for the best memorials is Africa University in Zimbabwe. And the winner of the Memorial Prize then is another first-time university, Daystar University in Kenya. So I ask, please, that the Dean of the Faculty of Law, please, Dr. Mbembe, that you can come forward and hand over this prize for us, please. Thank you very much. Then we have, pour les équipes francophones, aussi des meilleurs mémoires. 5e position, Université Assane Seck de Ziguinchor, Sénégal. Félicitations. 4e position, so the 4th position for the Francophone memorials, Université officielle Bukavu, République démocratique du Congo. 3e position, Université catholique de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, Côte d'Ivoire, 3e. Position seconde, Université Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. Et les meilleures mémoires pour les francophones, c'est l'Institut universitaire d'Abidjan, de Côte d'Ivoire, l'Institut universitaire. Et je demande au professeur Laurence Bourgogne-Larson de présenter cette plaque. Yes. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup à tous et à toutes. Maintenant, c'est la dernière annonce, c'est le gagnant de cette finale. So the last part of the ceremony is to ask the auditor. As you know, the judges deliberate, but they fill in their score sheets, and we have an auditor that calculates and will announce. But before I ask the auditor, Mr. Nekati, maybe just to keep us in suspense for just a moment longer, I want to go to the future. I wanted to go to the future of the Moot. As you know, the Moot has been in existence for, 33 years. And one thing we can say about the Moot is that it has been uninterrupted. In the COVID years, the Moot took place virtually. And in the semi-COVID years, the Moot still took place. And it is wonderful that we can still, also encounter new teams. So the new teams in particular, your names were mentioned, and I think we just want to acknowledge your presences here. But continuity is the hallmark of the Moot. So when we finish one Moot, we also think about the Moot of the immediate future. And after 3 years that we have been in first North Africa, so we were in 2022 in North Africa, in Egypt, the Moot took place there. After that, we were in West Africa, in 2023 in Ghana. Now we are, I'm not sure if I should say Central or East Africa because it kind of covers both. We are here in Rwanda, very happily so, in Central and East Africa. It means that we go down south for 2025. So the moot court competition in 2025 will be held together with the center and the University of Cape Town in Cape Town, and we look forward to working with our team. So the moot actually returns to Cape Town. We had another moot in 2013, and that was hosted by the University of the Western Cape. So I think that will be certainly a great occasion for the universities to keep the institutional linkage with this competition. And I want to thank also in particular the so-called coaches, those who are not students but perhaps work with teams over time. We know that your institutional loyalties and your support is also very, very much appreciated. So I will now ask, and maybe just then preempt what will happen then. I suppose we will announce the winner, and we will then maybe just ask the runner-up to come in first and receive their prize, and the winner then. But the winner will be announced, not the runner-up, I suppose. They, you know, as we know, two sides of the penny. So Mr. Pre Nekati is a chartered accountant. He is registered with England and Wales as an accountant, and we ask him to just come to the front and announce the results as he has calculated them. Thank you, Mr. Nekati.
Yeah.